Okay, if you're watching this video, it means that you've watched the short previous 3 videos. If you haven't done so, please go back and watch those. You've created a unique shape or whatever shape you want that fits within the design criteria, and you're ready to start putting your name and a hole. So here it is. I can double click and it'll center it for me. Right click and orbit it a little bit, kind of get a good look at it. Let's say that first I want to put the hole in it. You come up here and pick whatever kind of hole you want. You can do a polygon hole, you can do a circle, whatever. I'm just going to do a circle, and I'm going to click on this surface here. So I clicked on the surface. I'm going to click where I want the center of my hole, and then I'm just going to drag it. And it doesn't matter, I don't know, 3-4 millimeters, whatever. Click. Then you're going to go to construct, extrude. You're going to click on the hole in the right inside of it, and it's going to say, hey, do you want to go up? Now if you go up, like type in a positive number, you see that it sticks out. That's the opposite of what we want to do. We want it to go in. So here's a trick to making it go in. You need to type in a negative number. And a negative number is big enough to go through our 8 millimeter thick name tag. So I need to go at least -8. I would just go -9 or 10 just to be safe. -10. If you look, sticking down below it, it's going to go all the way through it. -10, enter. Now I have a hole in my keychain. Alright, next I want to add my name or whatever. You know, you can do your name, another shape. It all is the same idea. But I'm going to go to text up here. Click on the surface that I want to do the text on. So I'm clicking on the surface. See how it kind of turned green? Selected that surface. Now I want to specify where to start the text. So I'm going to click up here. That's where I want to start. It automatically puts it kind of a weird angle. I can change the angle by clicking and rotating it with this little yellow dial. I can click the center of this and move it. So kind of look at it. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like it right there. Let's say Mr. W. And if it's too big, you can just highlight it, your text, and change the size over here from 10 millimeter to like 8 or whatever. There's 8. There's 2. Too small. Let's go back to 10. You can change the font as well. So I change it from Arial to something else. And you can play around with it. Once you hit enter, it's going to take you out of this command. So I hit enter, done. If you want to go back in and edit your text, you got to click on it and hit this little gear thing here and go over to edit text, and that'll get you back in your editing to change it up if you want to change anything. So that's how I want it. Now I'm going to show you how to extrude your text. So you go up to construct, extrude, and click on your text. Don't click on the surface. See how the surface turned green? You don't want to click on that. You want to click on your text. So I clicked on it. It says, do you want it to go up or down? So this is up to you. I could type in like 4 millimeters and have it stick up like that. Or I could type in a negative number like -4, and it would cut into it but not go all the way through it. If I want it to go all the way through, I'd have to go like -10. So it's up to you if you want to cut it out or to stick up. Remember, if you don't extrude your text up or down, it's not going to print, because the 3D printer prints the 3D image, and if it's just flat, it's not going to print it. So -10, I'm going to hit enter. I cut mine into it, so now it has my name all the way through it. So whatever you want to do, you can make it stick up or stick in. From here, I'm going to do a couple other things. I'm going to go up to my modify, and I'm going to go over to fillet. This just basically means you're going to round the edges. You can chamfer them as well, which means you can make like a bevel or flat spot on your edge. I'm going to fillet it. I'm going to click on this edge. I'm going to go down here to my fillet radius. 0.5 is like half of a circle. So it's pretty drastic. It's not going to let me do 0.5 because it cuts into my hole. So I'm going to try 0.25. It's still saying that that value doesn't work. So let's try 0.1. That works. 0.3. Nope. 0.2. It's not going to let me, man, it's not letting me do much here. Your guys' might let you do more. Mine just let me do 0.1. So just little tiny fillet on there. But you can go ahead, you can do that to all the edges if you want. You can do it to any place that there's an edge. So anywhere that you think there'd be like a sharp corner if you wanted to, or you can just leave them, doesn't matter. But so I went through, put my name on it, put a hole in it. Those are the basics of creating it. If you want to do more to it, you can. You could go ahead and throw little shapes on the surface and extrude those. And you know, I don't care if you extrude these up above the envelope a little bit, as long as the main thing isn't. And you can go ahead and just create designs on it. Be creative, have fun with it, play around with these tools, and I've seen a lot of cool things. And when you're finished with it, you need to go up to this little arrow, click on it, make sure you save it to your computer and your documents, and then you need to export it. So you go to export as 3D, click on STL, make sure it's on fine, hit OK, and then go into your documents and save it as the color you want to print it, so whatever color, say if it was pink, and then your name. Hit save, and that's going to export it into the STL format that we need. One thing I forgot to say is if you can, click Combine Objects. So once again, to export it, you click up here, go to Export as 3D, not 2D, 3D, STL, and if it gives you the option, click on Combine Objects. Then make sure Fine is selected, hit OK, make sure it's saved in your documents, saved as the color, and then your name. After you've saved it, you need to go into your canvas and go to the Submit Assignment in the top right and choose the file out of your documents and submit the assignment.